All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24, and today we have lots of new content to go over. New XP reward path, a couple new programs. We also have the Weekend Classic, which is a bit of a shock from my from the perspective that I never talk about Weekend Classic other than to maybe or to be like, oh, well, I'm probably not going to do it. Because normally I wouldn't do it. But I'll get to that in a second. But just to get you guys caught up to date, because yesterday I was grinding out the Hall of Fame event program for Trevor Hoffman. And I was not able to make enough progress, at least in the stream, to get it done. So I said I would continue on off stream and then let you guys know how it went. And I can confidently, and I can tell you with a little bit of shock, but with a lot of pride, not only was I able to get Trevor Hoffman done, I was able to get the whole program done. Because I got to the point where all I needed were total bases and the parallel XP for it to be done. And I literally got it all done in one home run. That's all I needed. I only needed one total base. I was just under, I think, I was like between 25 and 50 parallel XP away from getting Hoffman, or not from getting Hoffman, but rather getting the program done, and I was able to get it done. So it was all good and well. I got Trevor Hoffman, who I was able to collect. If I go over to Hall of Fame here, where is it? Hall of Fame, there you are. See, right there. Hall of Fame, Trevor Hoffman, right there. So we got that done, and I was also able to get the Rewind Yandy Diaz card, or the All-Star Series card that was part of that was from the last event program, but I missed out on it because I was in the rehab. So, but you can see there, I collected it. There is one more card that I didn't get. That was the Nick Castellanos card. That is going to be saved for the next event program. So, yeah. But of course, we got to check out the new content. So we'll start with the XP reward path. Max Clark made his debut for the Tigers. So they threw his 99 overall pipeline card in the XP reward path. You also have Keith Polk, closing pitcher for the Red Sox in 2004. Although I thought I remembered him more as being with the Minnesota Twins, but I don't know. I don't remember completely. I think I'm remembering right, but I'm not 100% sure. But still, you can pick him up along the XP reward path. You also have George Kell, his milestone card highlighting his cycle on June 2nd, 1950. Obviously, this guy, great hitter. Well, great contact hitter, we should say. Not a lot of speed, which you would be surprised. I'm kind of surprised for the fact that, if you're going to have a cycle card, I mean, you got to have some speed. You also have to have some power as well. Kind of a weak card, in my opinion, other than the contact. So maybe good, back of the back of the lineup kind of guy to get on base, set up the 1 and 2 guy to drive him in. He's also a pretty solid fielder as well, so you could definitely put him in the field. He's a third baseman, and that's always a hard position to find good fielders in. And of course, you got a draft pack, got another live series thing, and then we have our boss pack, which includes Dustin Pedroia. Yes, I think SB Champ or Unknown Gamer. They were one of them was talking about being excited for this card. Well, here you go. Here's Dustin Pedroia. Kind of surprised. Oh, he was a righty? I thought he was a lefty. Anyway, solid steal, solid power, great contact. I mean, this guy won MVP in 2008. I think he won it twice. I think he also won it in 2009 too, but I could be wrong on that. Still, very solid hitter. Second baseman, great fielding ability, arm accuracy. I could see is in the green, so that's a good thing. And then you also have Ken Singleton, clearly much a better overall hitter if you're looking for more power, because Pedroia just didn't have that much power against righties. Singleton does. He's got power over 90 for both lefties and righties, at least, or over 90. Solid fielder. You can see here, arm is a 95. Fielding ability a little low, but you could still throw out runners. He's not going to be very fast, though. Only 63 speed. So those are your bosses for the 6th inning. You might. So what did you do to get the Max Clark? Wow. What did you do to get the Max Clark card? Also, new Cornerstone card. It's Alan Trammell. A lot of XP can be earned here. 20,000 for getting Trammell. So that's 20,000 you shouldn't be leaving on the thing. You also see here, and I kind of got I did these. Arenado and Howard. Howard I already had the missions done. I just needed the moments, and I figured that I shouldn't leave 20,000 XP, especially for the 5th inning. Arenado didn't have, well, he did have 7,500, so, but at this point, Arenado was all that I needed, so I only did, I didn't even do any of his moments. I just collected the gold hits icon, and that got me to Arenado. I was pretty close with Mookie. Mookie is the one that, 7,500, but at this point, if I collect his card, I'm not getting much. Let's check it out. Trammell. I agree. Not really a power bat, but he never was that in his career. He never was that. I don't think there's anybody who would say that he was a power hitter. I'm not surprised. I do like they gave him quite a bit of speed, which means if you get him on base, you're gonna be able to swipe bags with him. So, his swing sucks. Well, still, at the very least, there's 20,000 XP here that you could grab. But yeah, Mookie, I literally only need to do 3 of these moments, and I have Mookie and his milestone card. Of course, we have the latest July Spotlight drop. You know, I'm going to be grinding for this because of Zach Thornton. But they also have Wilyer Abreu, and the end game for the program is Kazuma Okamoto with his power. Not a lot of vision, but still a lot of power there. What's up, Poopin? How are you? Every time I say your name, I just say it in a way that almost makes it sound like I'm saying Poopin instead of Hoopin. By the way, if you do collect the July, if you do get all three of these guys, Akamoto included, you can earn Salvador Perez. So, and his milestone card. So there you go. And speaking of, I think that's it, really, in terms of the offline content. But speaking of left-handed Mets pitchers, and no, I'm not talking about the trade that the Mets made last night. I'm talking about the Weekend Classic, because the reward is Johan Santana, along with Ray Durham. So, this really puts me in a pickle, because normally I would never play Weekend Classic. Mainly because I never had time on the weekend to be able to do it. And I never saw the point, especially since I heard how sweaty it is. And that just takes a lot of the fun away for me. You know, I don't want sweaty. I just want like guys that are going to help. But you know what? I have no excuse now. I'm home. I'm not going to work. So, and plus I do need to make progress in the multiplayer program. And right now with no event program out there, Weekend Classic is really my only way. That plus Battle Royale, but I'm not wasting subs on that. And also co-op, but it just depends on if people even want to play co-op with me. So, what's up, Hunt? How are you? I only do if it's a Dodgers player. I hear you. This is the only reason I'm doing it, because Johan Santana is a Mets hitter. That's his no-hitter card from when he threw a no-hitter again, or that's his milestone card, highlighting the no-hitter he threw for the Mets on June 1st, 2012. So that's the only reason I'm going to be playing this. I really don't have much of a choice. So, but that will come like if I have time, because there's a lot of offline programs here that I've made some progress in, and I'd like to. Oh, I'm not guaranteed to get that pack? That would suck if I do it and not get the pack. But then again, I never really thought I had a shot at getting. I never really thought I had a shot at doing well enough to be able to get the pack. The Wilyer Abreu moment is impossible. That's why I prefer to do all the missions first, and then when I get to the moments, I only need to do like 2 or 3 of them. So, one of the programs that I want to just knock out of the way, get it done. Mookie Betts, although this was giving me a headache yesterday, because I kept trying. They're all, except for the third moment where it's like just get a base hit. All of them require home runs, and it's so annoying. Yeah, I'm not that well. I mean, I think I have a 400 rating, so I guess I'm decent, and I do have a winning record in ranked seasons. But I don't know. I guess it really will depend on whether or not I get them. But I'll definitely keep your suggestion in mind, Champ, about waiting until the next weekend classic. If I can't get Johan Santana through this weekend classic, then I'll definitely wait on him for the next weekend classic and then just buy him. I just want to save my stubs, I blew a lot of it just trying to get the live series collection done. So, and if I want that Carlos Beltran card, I'm going to need to save up for all the other collections. Oh, please let that be a home run. Darn it! Phillies, Billy Wagner. Oof. Grind the multiplayer program. Now would be a good time to get the multiplayer program done, because that last one is the 50-pack bundle, and that'll get you the chase pack, which means you have a chance at Billy Wagner. No, that missed. That's a ball. But of course, you would have to play co-op. Or wait, does ranked does Weekend Classic not exist on Nintendo Switch? By the way, SP Champ, you said that Paul Skeens was under 8K or something like that from the XP reward or the multiplayer program. I checked last night and he was over 33,000. Oh, okay. Okay, I wasn't sure. That's why I would. That's why I asked. Oh, I thought you said Skeens was under 500K, or not under 500K, under 8K. I guess I must have misinterpreted what you said. That's my mistake. Sometimes I read things and I don't reread them, and then I think it's interpreted, or I interpret it in the wrong way, if that makes sense. Okay, then I misinterpreted what you said, so I apologize. If I kept it where it was, didn't drop it. Will your Abreu moment suck so bad? Hunt complained of the same thing. That's why I said I prefer to do missions first, and then by the time I'm done with all the missions, then I only need to do like 2 or 3 moments, and I don't have to do all of them. So do the missions. Don't even worry about doing the Abreu moment. I gotta tell you, I went to physical therapy, or my meeting with the physical therapist this morning, and I asked him to rewrap my bandages that are on my legs, compression bandages, and he did the right one so tight. I want to loosen it, but then I have to rewrap it, and it's probably going to fall down to my ankles. So I don't want to touch it. But it's definitely causing me some discomfort. Well, then there you go. See, sometimes when we're really frustrated, it's actually really weird. When we're really frustrated, science, I think, backs this up, but when we're really frustrated, we're really focused on a task. It's so weird. You would think that with us being frustrated, we wouldn't be able to focus, but science says that we focus a lot when we're frustrated. This is Mookie Betts, the home run thing where you got to hit the home runs with Mookie for his milestone card. I literally only have to do 3 moments, and then I'm done. When you focus, you stay silent. I mean, I don't know what happens when I focus. I guess I just get the determination or the look of determination on my face. Yes, I did. I did. He's absolutely getting traded. And I hate that because, you know, we gave up Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat for him, and now we're giving him away. You know, we're going to get some prospects in return, but still. Here's the thing. Me being focused, never happening. Here's the thing, though. Yes, I know, Hoopin. Did you see who they did get? One of the prospects they did get out of that? Did you see that? Because I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if he'll ever make it to the majors, but I think it'd be pretty cool if he did. Especially for the Mets. So, it was an infielder. I forget what his first name is, but maybe you'll recognize his last name. Agbagyani. Yeah. The guy who was pretty much Benny Agbagyani. I'm sorry. He has a tough name to say. He. I believe he's from Hawaii because they had a nickname for him. It was something Hawaiian. Yeah, that's the prospect's name, Bruin Agbayani. But his father Ben was so instrumental for the Mets, especially during their run to the 2000 World Series. I mean, you thought Mike Piazza was a power hitter for them? Agbayani was just as much of a power hitter. If it were anyone but the Yankees, the Mets might have won that 2000 World Series. They were just phenomenal that year. But unfortunately, I had to run into a dynasty. Seems like that's what happens with a lot of the sports teams that I run in, that I root for. When they're good, and they go up against anyone, if they could have gone up against anyone else in the championship game, then they would have won it. I mean, Mets 2000 against the Yankees dynasty, the New Jersey Nets 2003 going up against the Lakers, the dynasty, or I'm sorry, 2002 they went up against the Lakers, the Kobe Shaq dynasty. And then 2003, they went up against the San Antonio Spurs with Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan. I mean, not to mention the Jets, too, 2006. Or not 2006, but 2004, like playoffs 2005. If they had gone up against anyone but the Steelers, they might have gone all the way to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they would have beaten the Seahawks, but I think they had a good chance at going to the Super Bowl then. And then even with the New Jersey Devils, the last time they went to Stanley Cup in 2012, had it been anyone but the Kings, because the Kings at that point had started their dynasty. Anyone but the Kings, the Devils would have won it. And so I just have bad luck with these with my favorite sports teams running into dynasties in the playoffs. I can't quite explain it. It's just the way it is. Well, I've watched a little bit of it while I was in rehab. I was watching a little bit of it, but I really, I don't know. Is there like a New York or a New Jersey team in it? I've seen there was there was a Charlotte team in there. There was one from Oklahoma City, New York Heights. Yeah, but I don't think they're in the playoffs, right? Yep, professional baseball. Yep, it's called. What is it called? The U.S. What was it? It hasn't started yet. What are you talking about? I was watching women play professional baseball on ESPN. So is this another professional sports baseball league for women? Now, this moment, I know I don't need to get a home run. Now, this is something else. This is, hold on. My phone was charged enough. Oh, maybe it's the softball league that I was thinking of. Yeah, it's the softball league, the Athletes Unlimited softball league. And they don't have a team from New York. So it was the softball league that I was thinking of. My bad. Boy, I'm getting a couple things wrong here already, and we're not even a half hour in. I mean, look, the fact that there's professional softball and it's being showcased on ESPN, I say good. Because a lot of these girls and women who play softball, like, good for them. You know, it's so much focus is on the MLB and all that the women don't get as much attention, and I think they should. The baseball one starts tomorrow. Well, hopefully, eventually they'll get enough recognition. Maybe they can get Well, why? Why can't women play baseball? I remember many years ago, and not criticizing you here. I'm legitimately asking why should women only play softball and not play baseball? Well, I don't know. Maybe it would be tougher for them to go up against men in baseball, but yeah, I absolutely think they should have a professional baseball team or professional baseball league. If there's enough women who want to play baseball, I don't know of too many women who want to play baseball. But then again, I didn't know a lot of women wanted to play softball professionally. And so I was surprised by the Athletes Unlimited Softball League. Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that sentiment that there's more of an emphasis on college softball than professional. In fact, I would even argue that there's more of an emphasis on little league softball because you know how they do the little league softball World Series for. In fact, New Jersey just the a team from Tom's River actually just won the region for the Little League Softball World Series. So now they get to go on to I think it's the actual tournament is in Charlotte, North Carolina. But I do agree with your sentiment that it seems like there's more of an emphasis on college softball, and even like after that, or even before that, the little league, like there's more of an emphasis there. But maybe that's why the AUSL is trying to get their games on ESPN, and they've done it. I could tell you definitely baseball wise, yeah. Tom's River is always good when it comes to baseball. I I mean, you had Todd Frazier on that team. The only team to from New Jersey to ever win the Little League World Series came from Tom's River. You know, I met him, right? In fact, I have a bobblehead of him that I had him sign when I met him. He's a nice guy. He really is. I really enjoyed meeting Todd Frazier. I thought it was really cool. Although I wasn't too thrilled that I had to get a ticket for a Yankees series or for a Yankees minor league baseball club. That I do not know. And I don't want to give you any wrong information here, so okay, so this was 42. So I only need to complete 5 of. It wouldn't surprise me if his son is. Yeah, there's 7 of these. So I only need 5 in order to complete this program. Get Robleski, Rafaela, and then even get this. So yeah, we'll finish this up too. Why not? Why not? It's all star. That was what I was thinking too. Go with rock. I mean, I don't have too many all stars to speak of, but that's probably one of the most expensive cards, and I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to pull that card, so I might as well just go for it. But first, I have to get 5 at the 7 moments done if I want to get this, if I want to get that card, so. They asked for 2, I gave them 4. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry about that. That was a family member who just wanted an update as to what the doctor that I went to today said. Um, you know, you have to say this, but you think you're saying you have to say this, but Jordan Walker is better than Kyle Schwarber. Oof, man. I mean, look, a lot of those cards are going to be hard to pass up on because you're talking about the rare round. This is actually the pack that gives you a rare card. Your odds of getting rare cards in some of the if you got the packs are like very very low. I just wish they had more of those, but unfortunately they do not. I think they offer it maybe once or twice, and then rest of the time either buy the stubs or buy the packs or earn the packs. So that's why I want to go with Rock. I mean, yeah, technically speaking, there is an MLB draft pack that's in the Conquest map that is repeatable. So, that would be an argument against picking Rock. But at the same time, his red diamond is probably hard to come across. So I don't know about his blue diamond, but his red diamond, I assume, is rare. You got so lucky with everything, you're not pulling a diamond till 2028. Don't say that. Plenty of diamonds will be earned in 2020 in MLB The Show 27. You don't get the red diamond. Yes, you do. They literally showed it in the pack. Ah, come on, Ben Rice. I know you stunk in the home run derby because I picked you and you didn't even make it past the first round. But so then, how do you get the red version? You gotta trade the blue version in for the red version. I think I am. Because Weekend Classic. Plus, I need to make some progress in the multiplayer program. I all right. I think the only way to see it for sure is to just look at the rare pack and see. Well, I'm probably gonna be grinding for that Johan Santana card. So you're gonna have to just. While I appreciate the help in the multiplayer program, just remember that I'm also trying to grind for Santana. Because of course they would put a Mets card um, in the Weekend Classic. It depends on how far I get today. It really does. Probably Pedroia. I mean, Singleton has the better power, but second base is hardly ever it's hardly ever a position that gets a lot of 99s. So the fact that there is one right there. What Cubs guy? Oh, George Kell. Yeah, but he doesn't have a lot of power and he doesn't have a lot of speed for a guy who completed the cycle. You would think that he would get more speed. Because I mean, he had to hustle in order to get the triple and the double, and I don't even know if the home run was over the fence or if maybe that was an inside the park home run. True, fair argument. This is only the second moment too. I struggled with the first one up until Bellinger hit the home run. So I still have three more. Once I get this moment done, I still have three more to go. Just for those that want to skip the line or skip the grind and just get the moments done. Some of the guys really do it. Like I think Kooks 46 has done them a number of times. Then those people don't have to attempt the moments. I don't. Like I said, I just do the missions, and then once the missions are done, I only do like 2 or 3 of the moments. Oh my God, Ben Rice, please just get the fucking base hit. Oof. See, that's why I don't want to do the extreme moments, because I don't want to feel that frustration of coming so close and then being oh so far, because the game is like, okay, we gave it to you, now you're we gave it to you, now we're going to take it away because we like torturing. Hold that thought then when it does drop. They dropped it late last year if I remember correctly. Oh my God. I feel like I'm in an extreme moment right now. I need to do is just get a base hit. Well, they got to do that for, because at that point the content is going to slow down, except for the playoff content. And so they're going to need something to fill in between while the playoffs are going on. Probably the best hit I've had all game, this entire moment. Oh my gosh, Rice, just get a base hit, please. Well, it wouldn't have been a base hit if he had just knocked it down, because they would have said, "Up, error, sorry." Ah. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. I really haven't played that much with um, Cabrera or... Oh, finally! He was a card last year. Although they might have taken him out this year. So... Mariners. Hello to you too. What's up? Yeah, I figured as much. So maybe they'll get it back one day, although usually the protocol is that you once they lose it, probably not coming back. Well, he probably wanted a lot of money, and the SDS was like, we could get others. They went out and got others. I mean, they had Keith Hernandez. No, Euclid was actually a very solid player in his career. He was very solid. But he probably wanted a lot of money. No, I'm not really a baseball fan. It's just I'm playing on my brother's account, and I'm just more of like trying to. I'm just trying to learn the basics, really. Strike three, sit down. That's true. But I mean, think about the guys they did get this year. Troy Tulowitzki, Albert Pujols. They got Felix Hernandez. All right, sounds good. Go ahead and teach me about baseball. Strike three, sit down. Roy Campanella too. They got Roy. There was also one year where they had Juan Pierre in it. They might have even had Luis Castillo in it. And I'm not talking about the Mariners pitcher. I'm talking about the Florida Marlins second baseman. All right, so just one more. Well, let's do Baker. Why not? They're just asking for one out. Well, I asked, so that was an indication. Strike three, sit down. All right, so I should have gotten the rare round or the rare round pack. Yeah, see, rock, red diamond. Unless I'm going crazy. By the way, I pulled Adley Rushman last night too. I mean, he was like 30. He had a sell now price of like 31 or 33,000. So, but I kept him. Okay, so the Mariners, they're in all six divisions. What is the division, by the way? Hold on, Mets. Hold on. He's going to teach us. Excuse me. Gotta let the guy teach. All right, I think this is the next program I'm going to do because I'm more than halfway done with this. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough here now. So I would have to play a game probably full of American League All-Star guys. Or no. No, I just got to play with All-Star Series guys. I could also do that. The showdown. Eh. Anyway, Mariners, go ahead and continue. I think I was asking you what a division was. Okay. So the Mets and Blue Jays are same division. How many other teams are in a division? Okay. So the Mets and Blue Jays play each other a lot? Oh, yeah, you're right. So I guess the Mariners just play the Mets and Blue Jays a lot as well. Strike three, sit down. What's up, Bubbles? How are ya? We're learning about baseball from Mariners Run the West. So far, we've learned that the Mariners run 6 divisions, and teams like there's a division in the East where the Mets and the Blue Jays are terrible and they play each other a lot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh, that's hard. Who's Bubba Chandler? So wait, they're in a different division, but I thought you said they were in the East. Maybe Toronto is in like a central division because I think they're closer to the center of the U.S. than they are the East Coast. How am I doing today? Oh, all right. I've had a physical therapy appointment. I also had an appointment with a cardiologist. But then oh yeah, maybe they're part of the North Division. Is there a North Division? Strike three, sit down. Yeah, but are the Blue Jays really northeast? I thought they were closer to the central U.S. Closer to Detroit, closer to Cleveland, Chicago, maybe. So wouldn't they be more central than east? With baseball, I also keep hearing about this player named Shohei Ohtani or something like that. Who is he, Mariners? I keep hearing his name. It's familiar, but yet I don't know what he does, or I don't know the team that he plays for. Does he play on the Mariners? And where are the Dodgers located? Mariners? Where are the Dodgers located? Because Hoopin says he thinks, oh, for the Mariners? Okay, well then, Mariners should be able to help us here. If he knows that player, then he should be able to tell us who he is. Because I keep hearing his name. But yeah, I don't know if he's good or anything like that. Not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. Shohei maybe? Ohtani. There is the AL and the NL, and the Mets are in the NL. Blue Jays are in the AL. Well, what is the? I'm sorry. What is the AL and the NL? What is the AL and the NL? The Mets lose pretty much every game. Mm. Well, if they won a game, it doesn't sound like they lose every game. So if you say it seems like you pay attention to the Mets, okay, and who did that? What a three-run home game, three home run game. Well, actually, what I should ask, what is a home run? What is that? And what is a cycle? Is it like a laundry cycle, where you once you get your clothes all wet, you throw them into the dryer and they cycle around? Is a laundry cycle or something like that? Is that what you mean? Seems kind of weird for, well, I guess baseball, I guess athletes do tend to, it's when the ball goes over the fence in the air. How does it get in the air? Does someone can someone like throw it over the fence and it's a home run? And the cycle is when you get a single, double, triple, and a home run. Okay, so what is a single, a double, and a triple? Corey Seager is a single, a double, and a triple, and a home run. Well, what about the guy that I was trying to, his name I was trying to pronounce earlier, Shohei or Shaw E Otani or whatever, him? I never got an answer on that question. Yeah, what is a bat? Who is Max Clark? All these names are so confusing. I mean, at least that's easier to pronounce. It's pretty straightforward. I've seen a football. I've seen a football. I don't know if I. Yeah, what is a base? There's four bases: first, second, third, and home base. And if you get hit, get on first, it's a single. If you get on second, it's a double. If you get on third, it's a triple, and home is a home run. So, so if I, if I get on first, this first base, I guess, or whatever this, what am I even running towards, or how do I how do I even get on these bases? How do I do that? Run backwards. Well, that would certainly make it hard. I guess this sport is really tough. You hit the ball that the pitcher throws. What is a pitcher? Yeah. Is this like a pitcher? Like we're talking like something you hold a liquid in, like water or tea or, soda. A player who throws the ball to home plate and tries to strike a batter out. What do you mean strike a batter out? What does that mean? When you throw three pitches in the zone that the player doesn't hit or the player swings and misses, then it's a strikeout. But what zone? Is there like a zone that pops up and the pitcher has to hit that zone like a kind of like what you do at the dunk tank? There's a magical zone and a magical zone. So like if you hit it, you just get like magic powers or a wizard pops up and says, "Yeah, that was a strike." What happens if you throw it outside of that zone? Does no wizard appear? Oh, actually, hold that thought for a second, Mariners. I need to step away for a second. I need to take a break and just stretch out my legs for like 5 minutes. Balls? What? Yeah, just hold this thought for right now. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Okay, sorry about that. And right as you say that, Hoopin, come right back. I guess so. I'm fully expecting a wizard to pop up on my screen at some point because I feel like I'm gonna. I think I should go for this play versus CPU thing. I mean, I'm not really sure. Let's see. Maybe we should look for the easiest team, the team that may not have as high. Mariners was telling me that the Mets are the worst or the Blue Jays are the worst. So who's worse, the Mets or the Blue Jays? No, I never edit messages. But who's worse, the Mets or the Blue Jays? It seems like the Mets are worse because the Blue Jays. I'm not sure about that overall number, but it looks higher. So then, which one should I play? Let's see. They had a record last year of 94 and 68. I'm not sure what a record is, but it seems like the Mets didn't have or didn't doesn't have the same record. I don't know what ERA is, and I'm not sure what average is. Isn't that like you take all the numbers and you average them up? Maybe that's what I should be looking at. I see a 231 here for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I see a 232 for Chicago White Sox. What the hell are Sox? White Sox. What is that? Ooh, the 226. So Guardians. I guess they must be even worse than the Mets because they don't have as high average. White Sox are good. Okay, well then I guess I'm avoiding them. Wait, these Los Angeles Angels have a 225 average. Maybe I should play them. Yeah, I guess we should go with the Angels because they don't have a high average, whatever average means. Used to have Tommy La Stella. Don't do Angels. What you said used to, so they don't have them anymore. And who is that? Who is Tommy La Stella? Is that a name I should be familiar with? But all right, I guess we can go with the next one, the 226 average I saw. I think that was Guardians, wasn't that? Yeah, I guess. Well, can I play the Guardians? Are the Guardians any good? Tommy LeBison. Wait, does he go by a different last name? What's the difference between Tommy LeBison and Tommy LaStella? Don't do Guardians? So then can you give me, why not? So give me a team then to go up against. Should that name be familiar to me? Well, which one? I don't think I can play two teams at once. I feel like that's an unfair advantage against me. So which one? I mean, I prefer Rice Krispies, but okay, a legend. What's a legend? All right. 265 average, and what do the Mets have? 249. Well, I guess the Mets are terrible, so oh, a third team now? A third team, the Reds? All right, whatever. I guess I'll go with the Mets. Hopefully they're terrible. And for some reason, my brother plays here a lot. I don't know what the appeal of this stadium is, but he plays here a lot. All right, so let's see. I should we go with like which pitcher should we go with? The Nets? There's a team that's named the Nets? Oh wow. Was that like fishing? Sounds to me like it's a fishing sport. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna shut my eyes and hope for the best. All right, I guess we'll go with this guy, Joe Ryan. Definitely easier name to say than these whatever these other pitchers. What's a player's name? The Nets? The Nets is a player's some guy is named Nets. All right, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Hoopin. Poor guy. I hope his parents were at least fishermen. Coco Crisp. Sounds more like a breakfast thing. Yeah, is he? I don't know. Is that a strike three sit down? But where's the wizard? I thought I was promised a wizard. I was trying to get in this magical zone. I guess it's not going to appear there because it seems like I threw outside the zone. But where is the wizard? I want the wizard. Well, wait a minute. That guy made contact with the ball with that. What did we call it? A a base. He made no wizard. Well, this is a ripoff. How the hell can anybody enjoy this game? There's no wizard. This is a ripoff. This is boring. Yeah, me. I think my brother should ask for his money back. Is that another strikeout? Is that what that is? Well, I guess the wizard's not. Well, yeah, that's right. No wizard. Mariner says there's no wizard. So how is it a magical zone if there's no wizard? I mean, what makes it magical? Okay, I don't know how to. Sean Manaye, 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 Manaye. Maybe that's what what this player has. Maybe that's his wand. It's not invisible. I can see it. I can see it right now. Now it just disappeared. So is that the magic right there? It appears, then it disappears, or it's there and then it's not there. Warren Spahn. Warren Spa. Did I say it right the first time? Maybe it's spam. You know, like spam. Ooh, I hate spam. Email spam. But I love me some breakfast spam. Ooh, eggs. Spam eggs. Okay, this guy used his wand to force the ball over the wall. He's about to touch home. So is that what you call a home run? It looks like they gave me, they put a 1 next to the team on this scoreboard. It's Span. Oh, poor guy. Horrible name. Probably wasn't as good of a pitcher. And now that guy just used his wand to put the ball over the wall. Again, the fielder didn't get to it, and he just crossed home. I guess these so-called players are really named after breakfast cereals. I mean, you had that Cocoa Krispies guy, and now you've got Warren Spam. Like, what's next? I'm gonna see a player with the last name of Lucky for Lucky Charms. A baked pit. What's a baked pit? Should that name be familiar to me? Is that another cereal thing? But I don't know any cereal that has the name Carrasco. Carrasco. I don't know of any cereals named like that. Oh, geez, this player, he used his wand and the ball went over the wall, but yet this player is not. He only went to second. Why didn't he go home like like the guys who I had used their wands to put the ball over the wall? Why? Why is he still on, I guess you call it a base? And I'm still waiting for the wizard. I want there to be a wizard. Where's my wizard? Jake Berger is a baked potato fan. I think he chose the wrong food. It sounds like he should have been a burger fan. Well, now that player just touched home, and I see that in the Mets got a point as well. So I guess whenever you touch that base, whatever that is, the magical zone base, I guess. I guess whenever you touch that, you get a point. But I feel like that there should be more points. Tommy Ham is a Bison fan. Bison's not a food, it's an animal. Although he should be a fan of pigs. That's what I'm wondering. I mean, you got Cocoa Krispies, you got Warren Spam. Maybe there's a guy named Dean and he likes turkey sausages. Only after you kill him and you cook him up right. Okay, so now my players, they only went to one base. So does that guy that's on that base right now, base it now? So does the guy that's over to the left, does that guy now have a triple? And what about the guy that's in the middle? Up there behind this pitcher, I guess. Does he have a double? Oh, he scored a point for us, as did the other guy, but these two guys didn't. Meanwhile, this guy, number 99, just used his wand to put the ball over the wall. So I guess that's another, or that's 3 more points. You're going full vegetarian? I could never. I find it too difficult. Okay, so what is that play? The guy catches the ball after the player used his wand to send it over there. Seemed like he should have sent it further. Who's Tom Seaver? Like lifesavers? Or, okay, so this guy is Candy? Or he's named after a candy, the Lifesavers? Or Sabers? So then why bring him up? Why bring him up if he's not a very good pitcher? Oh, like what they use in Star Wars? So is this Seaver guy actually named after a lightsaber? I guess his parents really enjoyed the Star Wars movies. Well, that's their choice. If they're vegans, that's their choice. I just personally could never do it. But I respect just because I don't like a certain lifestyle doesn't mean I disagree or other people shouldn't do it. I guess maybe you'll see that Seaver guy and ask him if his parents are fans of the Star Wars franchise. I couldn't get into that either. Star Wars. Again, I don't. I don't judge people for their lifestyle. I just never could accept that lifestyle. At least or not accept it, but I can't practice it myself. It sucks that this game doesn't have any wizards. Maybe that's what these players are. Maybe they're wizards because they keep using their little wands to make contact, force the ball wherever they want. Do you have to practice using a lightsaber? I guess. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I never could get into the Star Wars franchise, so I don't know if those lightsabers. Oh, is Mike Piazza? Is that it? Oh, maybe that's the guy that my brother has a cutout of. Says it's his favorite all-time player. Inspired him to love pizza. And apparently baseball, too. Oh. What's the Hall of Fame? What is that? Who's not a very good player? Piazza? Piazza? You tell me he's not good enough to get into the Hall of Fame, but what is the Hall of Fame? Is that where, like, a bunch of famous people go? Like Leonardo DiCaprio, maybe Tobey Maguire, or Tom Holland? Maybe Zendaya is there, too? So who are some players that are in there? These are greatest players. Well, like who? And more importantly, what is a catcher? Yeah, I love pizza. I mean, right now I can't have it, but I love pizza. There's a lot of debate over which part of the country has the best pizza. I mean, I'm partial to New Jersey pizza. Plus, I worked at a pizza place for a few years. So I don't think pizza is overrated. Maybe maybe those players or those people that gather in the Hall of Fame, maybe they'd like some pizza. Johnny Bench. A bench plays baseball. So the ball doesn't disappear from the wizard? Because every time I look at that ball and I don't press X, it just disappears. I kind of just thought the wizard made up a teleporting zone. But I wondered who that guy was that was sitting weirdly. Like, he looks like he's sitting on a chair, but yet there's no chair. At least I can't see a chair.
No, he's in there.
Maybe he's practicing for, like, poops. Like he sits on the toilet. Like he's preparing to sit on the toilet. Is that what ball players do? They just or those players specifically, they just pretend like they're taking a poop? This 99 guy, I mean, he keeps hitting. My brother doesn't like to put names on the back of the shirts that these guys wear. So I don't know this guy Caminero. That's certainly not named after a food, so what the heck? Caminero used his wand and forced the ball over the wall. Meanwhile, this guy, this recent player, just decides he's only going to use his wand to send it to that fielder in the center of the field. Oh, Caminero is a junior sub. I hope it's not from Subway. I'd be afraid of Jared.
Oh, that's just out.
Maybe Jared's too busy in the Hall of Fame. Cal Raleigh? Oh, wait. Is that like Raleigh, North Carolina? Oh, I've been there before. Nice city. So the guy is named after a city? Or is he named after a state? Because I see his first name is Cal. So is he named after California? Is his first name California? Well, that batter couldn't use his wand to make the ball go anywhere.
That's a ball.
Yes, Misney Grandal, Grandal, Grand Al, maybe?
We got a ground rule double. 2 bases.
Who is that guy? Well, there's a Miss Knee in there. Miss Knee, is that like a teacher or somebody? Like someone saying yes, yes, Miss Knee? What subject does Miss Knee teach? Is it magic? Maybe she's responsible for the strike zone.
Hey, 2. Hey. Hey.
What the heck are strikeouts? Is it those throw the ball in the zone 3 times and you get them out? I guess that's what it is. Because this pitcher has like 12 of them. Seems like a lot.
Ball. That's inside.
Then there's a guy like Bo Bitchett, who played for the Blue Jays and is now on the Mets. I guess so. I don't know what my brother keeps complaining about. He keeps complaining about having difficulty, but yet I'm able to keep these guys from using their wands. Maybe my brother doesn't believe in magic. Maybe that's why. I gotta teach him to believe in magic. Maybe I gotta take him to Disney World or to Universal Studios. Maybe he needs to learn from Harry Potter. He's always complaining. These guys, I can't win any games. And I don't understand what he says. It's like he's speaking in a foreign tongue. Honestly, I don't know how he does how he keeps saying he's terrible on stream. Like, I would think someone who talks to other people like I'm doing to you guys now would be decent at this game. If my brother's terrible, what's he doing streaming? Y'all watch him be terrible? That's terrible. Hope y'all don't make fun of him or anything like that. Maybe that's what he gets so grumpy about. Maybe he shouldn't be doing it. Go to Disney a million times growing up and you'll believe in magic until you see I've only been to Disney World once. Bichette is terrible? Is this a guy named after a machete? His last name is Bichette? Is that like machete? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that guy uses a knife or a sword when he really should be using a wand. And more importantly, is it a real machete or is it a fake machete? Because, you know, those fake ones can look real, but if you really look close at them and you see the plastic, then you're like, oh, well, no, screw off, criminal. Threatening me with a plastic machete. I guess my brother knows how to put together a team because he's got these guys and they all hit home runs. Or they all use their wands to force the ball over the wall for home runs. At least he knows how to get good cards. Or good players or whatever. Maybe he does believe in the wizard. And he just doesn't want me to know it because he knows that I'll be all over him.
Did he go?
Chris who? I thought you said you've been to Disney a million times in your life. What the heck? You go to Disney and you don't get magical? Maybe you should have gone to Universal Studios. We should have Harry Potter. What kind of magic BS are they selling there at Disney World? I'd be demanding your money back. I mean, for a company that claims to be magical, they don't really give you a lot of magic in return. You'll have to catch Mickey, though. He's the one running away with the money. You gotta get a giant mouse trap. That's what you gotta do. I think that's how you catch Mickey. Apparently he runs off with money. They make him seem so innocent in the cartoons. I guess that's just not how it is
What do you got?
in real life. Well, I guess you've been teaching me all streams, so
Aye.
maybe you should give yourself credit. Although there are some questions I never got answers to. Like, is Cal Raleigh named after the city in North Carolina, Raleigh, or is he named after the state of California? Which is it? That's a big question. I need to know. And also, why don't the people at the Hall of Fame like Piazza? How do I ask his parents? How do I get their number? How do I reach them? Twins? Some people say I look like my brother.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball two.
But he's away in the hospital right now. He's got blood clots. Told him to eat up. He's up on the food. Do I like a baked potato? Uh, I don't eat it all. I eat some of it. I prefer mashed though. Mashed potatoes are good.
Nope. Outside.
But apparently it's not healthy. Oh, excuse me. Sweet potatoes? No. I don't get what's so sweet about them. I prefer the sweetness of mashed potatoes. That's what I prefer.
Aye.
Brussels sprouts? No. Vegetables are not really my thing. The only thing I'll eat is corn.
Ball one. Oh, that's inside.
strike or whatever the... Where's the wizard? I want the wizard. Broccoli? I just told you I don't eat vegetables. Nope, not even that. Although I will eat lettuce, but...
Nope, outside. That ball's foul.
So the guy moved from first to second without the fielders chasing a ball. Is that more the wizard? Does the wizard determine who goes to the next base?
I'm out. Ground rule double. He's safe. Ball upstairs. Aye. Three.
How long have I been streaming? I mean, my brother has done it for years. I am only filling in for him because he's in the hospital.
Aye. Two.
Mariners, do you want to take that question? Because I don't know who this Keith Falke, Falke. I don't know if that guy is any good. I gotta I gotta take a break anyway. Gotta get up and walk around. Can't let my legs be stationary for so long. Wow, this is a lot of cards. All right, so it looks like I completed this program. 2026 Al All Stars. You don't know them? Then I guess I can't. You can't answer the question, and I can't answer the question either. All right, I gotta get up and walk around for a little bit, so I'll be right back. Maybe I'll try to figure out how it is that I'm gonna get these players, because I think my brother really wants that Juan Soto card or Soto, Sata. I don't know. But either way, I'll be right back. Uh, Mariners, who was the one who came into the stream who has an uncle in the MLB? So let uh, so I would if you're referring to something that I was saying earlier, is that what you're referring to? I mean, I don't remember. I mean, it's more of my brother's stream, so I would have to ask him. But I think he's a little drugged up right now, so reaching out to him in the hospital is probably not a good idea. Twin or twins? Oh, here's this guy that I was having trouble with earlier. This he Otani. This is the guy that I was asking you about earlier, and I never got an answer to him either. Uh-oh. I've seen this several times in my brother's stream. Oh boy, this is not good. If I try to put into a game, or if I try to get into a game, then, yeah, I think I would have to restart, so. Oh boy. Means I can't play any more games. That's a shame. Well, I mean, I see that my brother has like 46 packs or 43 packs to open up. Maybe I can open those and see what we get. Because I don't think I can do anything else. Will 43 packs be enough? Guess so, if that's how you want to interpret it. People have said we look similar. I don't know if we've ever had anyone say to us that we look exactly the same. That would make us identical twins. Maybe Mariners can explain that to me. Like, look at this. Yoho? Is this like? Did this guy just didn't want to have two more O's to make it Yoo-hoo? Like, did he not want to be named after the beverage? What the heck? These guys have no sense of pride in their name. Instead, they gotta go for something like Yo-ho, like a pirate. Yo-ho, yo-ho. Twins are not real. Guess so. There we go. Back to Disney. Maybe I shouldn't have been so quick to judge him. Maybe he could be magical. Maybe someone that my brother uses on his team. The idol of done with playing? What do you mean? I can't play anymore. I've run into the same glitch that my brother has run into several times this year, where if he tries to play a game, he's going to get frozen out. And maybe that's what he's also complaining about, being frozen out of the game. Maybe that's why he's so grumpy. Maybe my pack luck is just like my brother's. Really terrible. So I'm not getting anything. Did you see we're just fiends? No. Is that a movie? I guess so. I'm trying to figure out what he means, what Mariners means by fians. Maybe it's fans. Do you want to wave your magic wand, Dodger? You know, a person who is a White Sox fan. Oh, look at that. I just pulled a White Sox player. This Miguel Vargas guy. At least that's an easy name. Luis Robert? Who is he? Well, then wave your magic wand. Make a wizard appear. Because I've been wanting a wizard since the last game, and I didn't see no wizard. Hopefully my brother is happy with all these stubs, I guess he calls them, that I'm earning him by selling all these duplicates. The one thing he told me not to do if I was going to play this game, don't F around with his Road to Glory, or not Road to Glory, Road to the Show player. I didn't understand what that meant. I think you have to take your wand, point it at the screen. Maybe you say something like Leviosa, or something like that. Oh, is that a diamond? It's a diamond. It's a Yandy Diaz. Oh, there we go. There's Yoo-hoo, or Yoho, Mr. Pirates of the Caribbean. Chris Diaz? Chris Diaz? Was he related to that guy that I just quick sold for quick stubs? Okay, that's nice. Reds. So he likes the color red. So he likes like blood. Does he work with a lot of blood? Wow. That might be the first time I've ever heard anyone say that they're friends with someone yet they don't know why. I mean, I remember some of the reasons I've had friends. I shared a class with them. Maybe I sat at the same lunch table as them. We had common interests. Who's bringing up politics? I was talking about friendship. I didn't know friendship had to be or it could be political. Personally, I think if we're all really good if we're all really good friends, I think nobody should really care about politics. So you guys share a common interest in politics? Are you both into politics? Oh, gosh. And yet the team is terrible, so how do they feel? Maybe they feel like my brother. You're only friends with him because he's a good person? Well, that's a good reason to be friends with somebody, because they're a good person. And it sounds like they share an interest in baseball. Personally, I can't really understand it because I'm still looking for the wizard. and how he makes that magical zone disappear and then reappear. So he has more than one baseball team he likes, other than the Mets. Probably a good idea. You're friends with a player that got drafted to the Tigers? What are the Tigers? Are they a professional team? And what does it mean to be drafted? Is that like the Army where you got to go serve, you got to go overseas and he likes NFL and NBA teams? Well, those sports I know a little bit more about. So which NFL and NBA teams does he like? You're right, that guy is very sad. Your friend has terrible sports teams. Sorry, I don't know what else to do with your friend. Maybe consider reconsider his life choices. Maybe. Mm. All right. Well, unfortunately, I've run out of things to do here, so I think I have to call the stream here. So thank you to everyone who was part of my stream today. I really appreciate it, even if it was only for a moment. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and/or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person or my brother a happy person because he likes it whenever his channel grows. If you're watching this on YouTube, which I still got to figure out, I hope that you liked the video and he says subscribe to his channel or something like that. Anyway, subscribe to his channel. And if you want to know when he goes live or if I'm filling in for him, make sure you follow him on follow him on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's his gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give him a follow. And I'm going to be posting for a little while until he gets back from the hospital. So you could also turn on notifications here on Twitch so that somehow the website lets you know whenever this channel goes live, whether it be him or me. So I don't know how it works. I'm just filling in. But I'd like to think that my brother would be pretty proud of me for the amount of progress I've made. It's pretty good progress. Got him a lot of all-star cards as well as a lot of programs done. I don't know what he wants me to do tomorrow. He'll probably text me when he's off the drugs and he's ready to talk. But I do have, he did tell me he wanted me to go live tomorrow, so I will see you all tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, Saturday. And until then, guys, have a good night.